if you're a beginner and you're struggling to get clear sound, and you're also struggling to get these fast chord changes, you're not alone. Every beginner, without exception, has these two issues. And I can tell you from decades of experience working with people just like yourself that your two biggest obstacles to learning acoustic guitar will be producing a clear sound and changing chords fast and accurately, like I'm doing here. The rest of it is easy enough to get. But there's a few reasons why these are your biggest obstacles. First of all, your fingertips are too soft to produce a correct sound. So I'm going to show you an exercise to help you to harden them. And secondly, in everyday life, we use our first two fingers for everything. We don't use our third finger pretty much for anything. If you remember the last time you texted with your third finger or your little finger, or carried a little bag, or held your phone, we use our first and second finger and thumb, and that's why you've no problem finding this part of your chords. But you're not able to, the third and fourth fingers are constantly coming in late or difficulty to control. The solution to all this is contained in an exercise, what I call the spider exercise. On top of that, this actually contains 18 guitar skills that skilled guitar players have, and when they're playing songs, all these 18 skills are happening simultaneously, all at the same time. That's why I'm making this look so easy. It's not easy at all, but the exercise I'm going to take you through here, that I'm making look ridiculously easy at this point, which is used by pretty much all professional guitar players, will mean that you're going to improve these 18 skills simultaneously every time you practice these. First thing we need is one of your 3 correct thumb positions for playing all songs on guitar. This one is low and centered behind the guitar, which will help you with your bar chords more so than your open chords. If you can position that somewhere there, and holding that thumb position, you get your first finger tip onto the 6th string, 1st fret, corner. Now I'm being very precise here. I said your finger tip, not your finger. And I said corner, not somewhere in the middle. Then you will add your 2nd finger tip onto the 6th string, 2nd fret, corner. Now you will try to add your 3rd finger tip onto the 3rd fret, middle, not in the corner, in the middle, because you do not have to corner every fret. Already some of your thumb has slipped out of position here, so here's one of the reasons why you've been struggling to play, or your knuckle has appeared up. There's no room for this or that. You've no chance of playing guitar if you do either of those, so just take your hand straight back, start again with your correct thumb position, and get your 1st fingertip on, 2nd fingertip. If you hold your thumb in position, you will now find it easier to get your 3rd fingertip into position. And your little finger tip is now on the 6th string, 4th fret, middle is fine. There's no need to reach across. You can I even come back a bit from middle, so that even though I'm covering 4 fingers here, I'm actually stretching just a little. I have only a 3-fingered stretch. I have only a 3-fret stretch, even though I'm using 4 fingers. So that for me makes playing guitar much, much easier. So from there, I'm going to bring my 1st finger tip on its own down 1 string. Then the 2nd finger tip on its own down 1 string. The reason I'm moving them on their own is to give each finger complete independence from each other. A critical skill if you want to learn guitar chords correctly. And then the 3rd finger tip on its own down 1 string, and you'll see most of you can't do this. You will actually need to bring in your other hand to help you to get that finger down. And the little finger tip on its own down one string. From there we go back to the first finger, we bring that on its own down one string. Second fingertip on its own down one string. Again, you want to move this on its own, it'll take a few nights, so use this finger, use your other hand to help it down. It must move on its own to gain the benefits of this exercise, and the little fingertip on its own. I'll just speed down through the rest of it. You see that my fingers are completely independent of each other and coming back up. See the speed? So you do this slowly and correctly, step by step, and as the nights go by, you will get a little bit quicker. But this exercise will help you enormously in learning guitar. The better you get it, the easier it will be to learn chords, the easier it will be to learn songs, the easier it will be to change chords fast, and it will harden your fingertips and angle your fingers correctly so that you will have no problem producing the right sound.